Hi! Hello! Hello! Hi! Mic test. Hey, hello. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bro is tweaking.
Bro is tweaking. Don't worry, guys. Don't have to be so worried about no volume. That was intentional. Don't worry. We've got everything under control here. Welcome to Swedish Cup 2, the least scuffed Swedish tournament ever. Yes, finally. I'm joined here by my brother Agefik on Osu.
Brother.
Brother, also known as Urdu Durka Weekly. Um,
Yeah, I like this new name that I've
Durka
gotten.
Weekly.
Yeah, rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, so basically, I could switch over to this first of all. Boom, look at this overlay. Oh, it's so awesome. Um, so basically, um, we have had to unfortunately get rid of two people. I pinged about it earlier, but I have had to remove them and then correct everything. So Gepolle and Eden made it in. Congratulations. Lightning Fox became tier 1. Anka and Face Terry moved to tier 2, and so on and so on. So yeah, I mean, do we have anything else to kind of get out of the way, or should we just go?
I think we should all give Skilla a happy birthday
Oh
for his
yeah,
birthday
yeah,
today.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, we need to congratulate Skilla because he turns 43 today. Congratulations, Skilla.
Yeah, real
Um,
hunk.
yeah, one of Sweden's oldest people ever,
Ever.
ever. He's one of the oldest people ever. It might have been 53. You know, it's neither
Yeah, you
here
lose
nor
track of
there.
the years.
He's losing his hair either way and stuff.
Poor guy.
He's going to be celebrating today. Celebrating not by hanging out with his family, but instead by watching Swedish Suiji Cup Suijification, which is a choice. Okay, I'm tired of this. Let's get into it. If I press this, it's going to start rolling, and we're going to roll all of the tier 1s first. It does say captain up here, as you can see. Um, because tier 1 automatically does get captain. And you can change that later on if you want. That's fine. Boom! We don't have any sound, but that's alright, because we don't like the wheel sound.
There's no stimulation.
Wow, first player to roll is Fly Slime! Woohoo! Let's go, man. Now we're gonna remove Fly Slime here. And then we're gonna go again. Now, the first ones are obviously going to be very boring because we're just rolling for the positioning of tier 1s, and no one cares about that, so we should get this out of the way pretty fast here. It
Yeah,
all comes down.
there's no advantage to being like a higher or like a earlier pick, right?
No, not really. I remember we had this conversation last year because I didn't want to roll the tier 1s and randomize the order, but then someone said that, well, it technically does matter. I'm not sure if that's actually true or not, but if it is, or even if it isn't, I don't mind. Hello?
Hmm.
Why is my...
Who made the sheets?
Um, I would never make the sheets. This is good. What's the hotkey for merging cells?
Should put like a PNG picture or like
Yeah, honestly.
texture and us dank there.
Mm, I don't want to exit full screen, but I'll have to. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. And then we go back into full screen. There we go. Look at us go, man. Only 3 names in and it's already scuffed. It's fine. Perfect. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I sure hope I didn't forget to merge any other cells, because that would be very, 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 very embarrassing. Let's keep going.
Hopefully the last time that happens.
Would be really funny if I've forgotten to, what's it called? Merge all of the cells. That would be pretty stupid, I think. Anyway, XX Osu got XX next up, also known as Raid Easy or Raid or Sweden Trucker, I believe. Is this Melwam or Gyra? It's Gyra. Gyra, also known as Lantis. Oh, come on, man. What is this? I'm not sure exactly why it's being an ass today, but that's fine. We're removing all of the lines. It's fine. You can see it anyway. Heat slash. Oh, wow. It's cool that I have to like finick around a bit with Sheet for it to actually work. That's real dope, I think. Oh well, who cares?
It's fine.
Trumpetino69. If I speak, I will only speak good of Trumpetino. Why am I like why is this happening? I don't get it.
Holy
Like
shit.
okay. I
Pharaoh's curse on the sheet.
I need to get what's it called? Psycha in here. So I don't have to do any sheeting, because sheeting fucking sucks and I don't actually know how to do sheeting. I just do it anyway. And this is what happens. Let's see. Does this work? It does work. Look at that.
Groundbreaking.
Hiu also gets the biggest name on here. Congratulations, Hiu.
Big and greedy.
Big and greedy. Exactly. Oh, right. It adds a fucking... Why does it do that? It adds a... Do you see that? Look at that. It adds like a small space after pasting and then instantly removes it. It's all good.
Sneaky.
Sneaky fuckers over here in the big Google Sheets. I'm convinced it's some kind of what's it called? Conspiracy.
Some filurer.
Some filurer over here, bro. They're filuring so hard. Oh,
Yeah.
but this just works. Apparently, it's adding like a random space afterwards. But if I just wait 1 second, before pressing enter, it's fine. So we're good. We're on the road now. Fail on. Boom. And we have 5
Wait, did
names
you
left.
remove my sign up, bro? I don't see my name on here
Oh,
anymore.
dude, I accidentally removed your sign up. I forgot
That's
you
fucked up, man.
resigned from the pooling team just to play after making the pool, so it's kind of
You
too
know, I had
bad.
to help them
Too
out.
bad, man.
Then I felt like playing, and now you're
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
this
yeah.
to me.
I get it, man. It's fine. I feel bad for you.
The disrespect.
Lightning Fox, who is probably not too happy about being put in tier 1 after Umgarafi removed his sign up due to scheduling issues, because he was completely unable to play on weekends and felt that it was probably more fitting to not play at all. So Lightning Fox
That's sad.
becomes tier 1, which is not good for him. Pretty good for anyone that isn't in Lightning Fox's team, I think, because Lightning Fox as a tier 2 is a little bit illegal.
No, that would be a bit
Let's see.
unfair.
Grippe and Melwim is going to be our last one. Do Grippe first, put him in there, and honestly, we're still going to spin just to see who it might be.
Exciting.
No way. Dude, you're not going to believe this. Oh well. We
Was
have
it
now
no?
removed
Oh
everyone
shit.
from the wheel. Okay, this is kind of the boring stuff out of the way now. All of the tier ones have been rolled. The order is rolled. This is where it gets very interesting. There is some potential for some pretty scary teams. Notably, last year we had Melwim and Phelan and Hellion who did end up winning. But during the Suijification stream, everyone kind of expected that team to win, and I assume we're going to see some kind of super powered team. Um, but we'll see. We'll see. Fly Slime, who's your tier 2 going to be? Let's find out. It's going to be Nitros. Now, this is good if you're going to be farming or playing old maps, I think. Then you'd love to have Nitros on your team. I'm not 100% sure about Nitros in tournaments. Nitros is alright, right? He's pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen him in a couple of tournaments.
Yeah. As far as I know, he's
I
alright.
can't really, I can't really say anything for performances, but I'd imagine he's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd be very happy.
If nothing else, it's swag to have Nitros. Fun guy.
This is true.
Svisa?
All right.
That is a good, very good teammate for Nexus to have. I imagine Nexus is going to be very happy about that.
That's kind of insane.
Svisa is, of course, a pretty good tier 2 player. There are a couple of other notable ones in tier 2, but he is definitely one you do want to roll into. And Nexus famously, or not so famously, but he did get second place in Sweden Cup this year. So this could end up being a pretty scary team. But we'll have to keep rolling and see if that team has any competition. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of it. Delfino is going to be paired with Denk here. Delfino mostly Nomad stuff, as far as I know. Streams Nomad
Yeah,
2, from what I can remember. On to
that checks out.
Raid's teammate. Raid Easy or XX Osugod. You're gonna get a duck, because you're gonna get Anka. Dash Anka Dash.
W name.
Honestly. Anka did get pushed into tier 2 by the change, I think. Yeah, I think Anka was tier 3, like top the top highest ranked tier 3 before, but he did get moved into tier 2. And he's going to be playing with Raid here. Lantis, aka Gyra, is going to be getting Antique. Not a bad role either, honestly. Antique is pretty solid and does play lower AR and hidden, from what I can remember. Um,
That's pretty good.
if I remember correctly, he performs pretty well on lower AR, which, there's not a lot of hidden maps in this tournament, but on the other hand, everything is hidden optional. So having comfortable hidden players might always be an advantage. Heat Slash is going to get Girl Liker, correct. So we have two opposite sides of the spectrum here in age, if I remember correctly. Isn't Girl Liker somewhat old? I don't remember.
He's the GB slicer, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, don't know for sure, but I'd imagine so.
I think last time he was on the team with Octagon and Eddie, and everyone was laughing about how everyone on the team was kind of old. So that's where I got that from. Heat Slash, on the other hand, does have Sweden's current PP record and is also 14 years old. So a lot of energy and probably a lot of time to practice the pool in that, man. Oh well, Trumpetino needs a teammate, and we're gonna roll him one. We're going to give Misseroni to Trumpetino. Honestly, not a bad role either. Misseroni is pretty good. I wouldn't say quite on the levels of like maybe Niesel or Svisa, but definitely a solid tier 2 role. And it's looking pretty good for a couple of teams so far. Yuri, who are you going to get on your team? Would have been very funny if it was Eddie, but it's going to be Oik. And I'm going to confess that I don't know a lot about Oik. Do you?
No, actually, had no clue who that is until I saw the wheel, bro.
Okay. I've seen Oik around. I definitely know who they are, but I don't know what they specialize in, unfortunately. And I think that's pretty much the only person I really don't know here. So I'm kind of excited to see what they can pull out. I'm hoping it's going to be exciting and good. Faced Harry is going to be rolled with Hio here. Faced Harry, also known as Adinator, also known as the guy who slept on stage at the OSU Sweden lab. If I remember correctly, I think he just took a nap on the stage at like 5 a.m. Respect to the
Gotta
man.
sleep when you're tired.
Yeah, honestly. Plus rep. I don't remember specifically what Faced Harry plays either. They have played a couple of Sweden Cups and stuff. They did also notably qualify at Seed 16 in the LAN tournament and got absolutely handed by Lucrece, who went on to win the tournament.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate.
It's kind of unfortunate to play against Lucrece in your first match, yeah. Kind of unlucky. Spookster is going to get unseen here. Spookster, also known as PNG. Um, and Spookster is mainly DT. I think Unseen is a bit of everything nowadays, but aim a lot, if I remember correctly. Used to be a lot more hard rock. Nowadays plays a little bit of DT and what else? Fidonomad and hard rock, of
Yes, the
course.
mechanics.
Yeah, mechanics mainly. Now this is a fun roll here, because if we roll Phalon, Mr. Diesel, that is a
And
very
that,
scary team. Let's go. Phelan is going to barely pass by
oh,
Mr. Niesel and going to get Slisser instead, which is also not a bad roll. Slisser, mostly a hard rock player. This is kind of an insane OMQ squad pulling up right now. If this was OMQ,
indeed.
they
If only
would.
this was Harsh Strip.
If only this was Harstrip, these would sweep everyone, I think. Um, yeah, AMQ lineup there. Is there anyone in tier 3 that you know of that plays a lot of AMQ?
In tier 3, I don't uh I don't really know a lot of
Yeah,
people by AMQ. It's just a small
yeah.
group that we have.
Well, Sofan is up next. Couch. Couch is going to be rolled with Eddie. Eddie Thator.
Or
Couch, of course, has been MIA for a while, then came back this year. Happy to see them play again.
he
Uh,
seems like he's really strong right now.
yeah,
Coming
Couch has
back
gotten back
already.
and got really good again.
Yeah.
So definitely a good tier one, honestly, pretty solid. Eddie, I'm a little bit unsure of how active he is right now, if he's washed or not. I
Yeah, I don't know.
remember
He's like 150 centimeters, I think. So I don't know.
maybe. Oh, he's in US right now, right?
That might be the case.
Yeah. On the topic of nothing, not even related remotely. Lightning Fox here has some pretty good options. Honestly, like anything here is pretty good. He does draw Mr. Niesel
Oh,
though. Oh.
this is already a very strong team.
Oh. Hmm. Hold on, hold on. I just accidentally put Eddie up there. Sorry, Eddie.
Had to put him on the stilts,
Now this is
make him a bit
interesting.
taller.
Yeah. This is funny because yesterday when Lightning Fox got moved to tier one, he was a bit of a doomer, saying everything's doomed. And I told him that as long as you get good RNG with the wheel, you definitely have a solid shot still. And this is like probably among the best things you can roll in tier two. So that's pretty good for him.
Yeah,
Honestly, three pretty solid players left here. Karibo, I did almost forget for a second who that was, but that's Jagako. It's going to get
Yep.
Chaucy. It's also too bad that this isn't a CS tournament because Chaucy did play professionally for a while. But now
Impressive.
Chaucy is going to be playing Hard Rock, I think he's pretty good at. Anyhow, Grippe, who is Grippe going to get? Is going to be Clappy or Xenox? It's going to be Clappy.
All right.
Noodle or misassembling.
The noodle team, the Silk Song team, maybe.
Silk Song team, true. Okay, well, Grippe, Clappy, they're definitely going to be pretty high on vibes in that team, at least. This means that Melwem gets Xenox. And Xenox is definitely not a bad tier 2 either. And Melwem is a very solid tier 1, you could say. So Xenox is definitely going to be pretty happy about this, because being put on Melwem's team, I feel like, at least guarantees you'll make it pretty far. You know?
He did win Sweden Cup.
He did win Sweden Cup, correct. Oh well,
Gotta get him that.
on to tier 3s. Keep rolling. Fly Slime Nitros, who are you going to be joined by today? You're going to be joined by Gepolle, the guy who got in last. Lowest seeded player.
Yeah, very young player being put with the two slightly older players.
Gepolle. Gepolle is honestly a fun guy. Does play DT mainly, if I remember correctly. I don't want to completely. I wouldn't
I
put
think you're
money
right.
on it, but mostly DT. Nexus Visa. Now, who do you get here? If you're a tier 3, you're going to be happy to join this team. If Nexus and Visa get a good tier 3 here, they're going to be very happy. Oh, does it go over? It does
Oh,
not go over. That is a
holy shit, that was
very
close.
good. That is a good tier 3 to have as well. Zeus is actually pretty decent for a tier 3. Does play a fair bit of tournaments and is honestly quite underranked. Should probably be a tier 2 player and not a tier 3 player. Nonetheless, I definitely think Nexus vs Zeus is one of the stronger teams we could have right now. Let's keep going. Dank Delfino, can we get another player on D? No, we can't, because it's gonna be Ellen. Also, I think third lowest seed is Ellen,
Um,
if I remember correctly.
I don't have the data on this, unfortunately.
Okay. There seems to be a bit of discourse in Team 3, hoping that they solve it. If they don't end up showing to matches, they will be slapped with bans and stuff. Just a fair reminder. Anka and Raid, who are you going to be joined by? It's going to be Xidia. Xidia has been popping off lately. Skyrocketed in rank, is still a 5-digit. Plays mainly streams, if I remember correctly. And I mean, so does Raid is pretty good at streams as well, so it's a good Nomad 2 team at least, at the very least. Now, Gyra and Antique, what are you going to be getting here? They're gonna be getting, is it gonna be Tillon? It's Tillon. Or also
Oh,
known as Loon or Eun or whatever that name change was.
yeah, I was kind of shocked when I saw the name change.
Gyra, Antique, Loon. It's a fairly solid team, I'd say. No, actually, it's better than I think. I forgot Gyra's actually pretty good at the game.
He's really good now.
Yeah, and Antique is pretty decent, and Tillon is also pretty decent, so not a bad team at all, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Heat slash Girl Liker are going to be getting a Sige, and I feel like Sige is probably one of the better tier 3s you can roll into here, right?
Oh, I didn't even think he was tier 3. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
really low. I thought he was tier 2,
yeah.
at least.
Famously underranked player, does have a badge, mainly a tournament player. I know Heat Slash hasn't played any tournament since like, well, I don't know if they've ever played a tournament considering they've been tournament banned for the past year. Um, so it's going to be interesting to see what this team can cook up, honestly. Trumpetino Misaroni. Now, you could get something very nice here. Who do you actually want? You want Uge. Uge is probably one of the stronger players here, I assume. Oh,
Oh.
oh,
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 you just called it.
oh, oh, oh,
Look at
that's
that. Look who's rigging the tournament.
oh, that's also a really strong team. Uge is probably along with Sige one of the better tier threes you can roll into. Interesting that Uge gets rolled into probably at least the top 2 or 3 strongest teams so far. So that's interesting. Thank you for paying me $1,000 under the table. Jurien Oik, Oik, Oik. Jurien Oik are going to get Pritza, who is very good at hidden flow aim, of all things you can be good at. And I feel like that's it's less of an advantage than I feel like it probably usually would be in a tournament, if you get what I mean.
It's kind of niche, yeah.
Yeah, and in this case, we don't have as many hidden mandatory slots as usual. But on the other hand, any map that is flow aim and you can go optional hidden on is probably going to be right up his alley. So I think that's a pretty strong role to have, considering Yuri definitely doesn't play, more gimmicky types of flow aim hidden and stuff. Pretty good role. Hio and Face Terry, who are you going to be getting today? Be getting Mac, a infamous player for allegedly having one case offline. Who knows if it's
Which
true?
would be a bit interesting.
Who knows if it's true?
I have
But
a
does
bit of a
at least
mystery.
offline, from the scores I've seen, they mainly play streams. Not sure what they play online. I don't know. Mac either way. Spookster Unseen, who are you going to be getting today? You're going to be getting Boulay. Did you know that Boulay is the same age as Tilan?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know we had that many 60-year-old players.
This 90-year-old player still plays the same way. Anyhow, Boulay is a pretty good role as well. Hasn't played as much as he previously did, if I remember correctly, but still, I'd say a very strong tier 3 player at least. So definitely good. I think is 20, 27? No? Tilan, how old are you? 27, 28, something? I don't know. Who cares? Moving on. Phalanx Lizard. Do we get another AMQ man here? We're going to be getting Yumetsu. I'm not sure if Yumetsu plays AMQ, but definitely does watch anime, so that's a start at least. Yumetsu mainly hidden, known for at least. Um, Also a pretty, I think he was on one of the top seeds for tier 3. More inactive than nowadays, I think. Or more inactive nowadays than previously, but does still play, and I'm sure he can de-rust when he has this team, because this team is actually looking pretty good. You got Phelan, Yumetsu on Hidden, Slisser, and probably Phelan on Hard Rock. It's not bad, actually.
Yeah.
5 people left. Couch and Eddie, who are you going to have as your tier 3 player? I'm gonna be completely honest. I've forgotten the name, the other name this guy used to have. Do you remember it?
No.
N8UP. Uh, Remind me, guys. What was he called? Fuck. This is
Like
annoying.
a
I really want
fuchsia?
to remember. Yeah, Fuchsia NX. That was it. Fuchsia NX.
Yeah.
Um, I don't remember too much about Fuchsia. He did play last year. Plays hidden from what I know. It's pretty good. Lightning Fox, Mr. Niesel is going to need to have a teammate, and this is what we're gonna be rolling for right now. It is going to be Eden, our I think lowest seeded player now. Think so?
Was not Gipole?
No, sorry, second. You're completely right. Second lowest seeded.
Yeah. They both got
Plays.
in just recently now, right?
Yeah, exactly. Does play DT and not much else, if I remember correctly. Perhaps not tried and tested player in tournament environment, but I'm sure that given the opportunity, they would probably make sure to practice, especially with this team. I feel like if you have Lightning Fox, Mr. Niesel, you've got to practice kind of a lot to keep up, regardless of how good you are in Tier 3, because they are very good players. Jagako and Chauncey, who are you going to be joined by? You're going to be joined by Elmar. Elmar, who plays mainly streams, if I remember correctly. A fairly good Tier 3, honestly. Has a surprisingly low playtime, or at least used to have a surprisingly low playtime for the skill he was at, and then played ranked up less. I don't know. Good CS team. Too bad this isn't our strip, like you said earlier. Grippe Cluppy. Where are you going to be joined by? Is it going to be Trickster or Fish Sandwich? It's going
Fish
to be
sandwich.
Trickster.
Also known as Bill Gates.
Also known as Bill Gates, true. True. Sweden sponsor. Trickster does also play mainly DT nowadays, if I remember correctly. DT far mostly like poison and stuff, if I recall. Anyhow, Fiskmaka. Who are you going to be teaming with? You're going to be teaming with Malwam and Xenox. And that is definitely a team you're probably pretty happy with if you're Fiskmaka. I can't say Fiskmaka seriously, man, when I'm speaking English. That doesn't work. Well, a few very scary teams here, notably like this team, Nexus
Yeah.
Visazeus, and Trumpetino Miseroni Yuge is also scary. I'd argue Lightning Fox Mr. Niesel is also, this team could be pretty competitive, and Malwam Xenox is probably pretty good as well. I mean, a lot more even this year compared to last year, I'd say, where we had like one insane team, a couple of good ones, and then everyone else was kind of around the same skill level. Anyhow, we are going to be moving on. But instead of moving on and ending the stream, we're going to be showing the round of 16 pool showcase. Yes! Yes! I'm so excited.
Very exciting. I haven't seen it myself.
That would be worrying considering you have pooled. Boom, look at this. We are in Osu now, guys. Have you played this game before? I have.
Have you?
I have. I think I have.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not sure.
I thought you played that other game. What's it called? Mekosu? The one on Steam.
Oh. Oh. Let's see if we get some sound here.
Oh,
That is...
that's loud.
That's loud, yeah. This is probably fine. You're gonna have to tell me if stream screams at me that this shit sucks, because I have way too many things on my monitor right now to take care of that. No one has screamed yet, so I assume the volume is kind of fine at the very least. I can of course adjust it if needed. We're going to be moving on to no mod 1 in this pool. It's going to be Narashite. This is a replay by Spinks. We can actually not turn on the leaderboard because that requires me to turn on the, what's it called? The replay thingies, and I don't like that. I don't like them. They're annoying. So we're gonna roll with this. No background? Guys. Guys! we can add a background later. We can turn down the background dim so it isn't as black and boring here. You're gonna have to sit through no mod 1 though, and I think that you should be the one talking, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. Well, this Nomad 1 is it's still a Nomad 1, so it has to aim the slightly more like mechanics focused consistency. We tried to make it like something less boring Nomad 1, if that makes sense. Not really like trying to fuck over the Nomad 1 position, but something more like stimulating to play.
Yeah, you can definitely see that shining through.
Sense.
It isn't Skyflame. It does have some more varied spacing, I'd like to say. More fun patterns.
It has some build up as well, so you're gonna have to bear with it.
But it is Haru Nemori, which is famously a very good artist, in my opinion.
You haven't really heard all of their stuff, but
You've definitely heard at least one song, and now two.
indeed.
What do you rate these sliders out of 10?
They're kind of boring. I'll give them a 5.
Okay. Watch out for the big sliders here, because you could definitely drop a couple of slider ends, and I feel like that's more important now than it is later, considering this is round of 16, so everything's going to be a lot more easy, and you could see multiple FCs on teams.
Those sliders are kind of toxic, but we ultimately decided to keep it.
Yeah, as long as you're prepared for them, I feel like you're fine. Put on the big boy pants and get out there and play no mod 1.
Indeed.
It's a very low spacing part here, given the song, I feel like.
Yeah, it's kind of like rhythmically different. So, I don't know, I kind of went for something there.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Some doubles.
Everyone can play doubles, right? Right, guys? That's a replay by Spinks, who unfortunately did not play this year, but does play now. 82 UR, good job. What we're gonna do before we move on to the next map is go here, and then we're gonna go into background, and then we're gonna turn down the background into 80%. What's reasonable, 75?
I think 80.
That's good. Look at the production quality, guys. Don't you like this? Anyhow, no mod 2. Boom. It's a minus 45 map. Suffering. It's kind of pretty long, right? So we're gonna get started and then talk, I feel like. So walk me through this. What is this? What is this no mod 2? What can I expect from this?
So this is probably not your most typical Nomad 2. It's, to begin, single size 5, and AR9. So, well, it's not really like conventional, I suppose you could say, but there's a lot more focus on, as you can see, doubles, triples, not the longest streams of all time, but that does change if you know the map. Not a lot of focus on flow aim on this one. It is very long, as you said, so it does get a bit more stamina intense, I guess you could say, because it just keeps going for so long.
Yeah, and I think we should address the elephant in the room because he needs some attention too. This is like 150 BPM, right?
Yeah, I think it's 160.
154.
Oh, no, 154.
Look
yeah.
at that.
It's
Yeah.
a bit.
It is slow compared to your perhaps what you'd expect normally. But that is, of course, made up by, like you said, various amounts of, you know, slight finger control and, you know, these cuts here are not super hard, but make sure you actually read them correctly. It's also a good song.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, 32 note stream? What is this? This is too difficult, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's aim?
Aim in my Nomad too.
Aim in my Nomad too?
These may look a little bit daunting, but in the end it's 150.
Yeah.
Hopefully not the hardest part of the map for you.
No, if it would have been like 190 BPM, I would have been a little more questioning perhaps, but I feel like 154 BPM, you and everyone else in the tournament should be able to hit those, at least somewhat consistently.
Actually, I'm kind of curious where Sphinx misses in this.
Didn't he miss like near the end?
Yeah.
Ooh, bird sprite patterns. What do you say to the people who are mad that this map isn't Lionheart or Dawn of the Dragon Star?
Well, if you're mad that it's not one of those maps, then all I have to say is I'm sorry.
That was surprisingly civil. I expected a lot more flame out of you. Of course, you have to restrain yourself when you're on stream. Look at this, guys. Sweden is healing.
Naturally. Well, if that's what I'll add, if that's what you're looking for, then you're kind of out of luck for this tournament. I'm sorry.
Yeah, where is We Love Llama 1 hour edition, man? Okay, let's see where the miss comes in, because we're at the end here. It's gotta be one of these stacks, right?
Yeah, it does. Ooh.
Oh!
Great miss.
Oh, that's...
It does kind of kick up and then, so if you missed there while you're FCing, like Spinks just did, that's a bit unfortunate.
That is a little bit of gore, I feel like, no?
Well...
I'm trying to make sure I pick into the right map here. Because someone decided to do their replays with this name.
Oh. I wonder who this could be.
Yeah, I wonder who this could be. Don't do mapping commission, kids. Is going to be doing the replay here for our Nomad 3. It's a hey map, or handsome map, if you will.
This is true.
And what's this focused towards?
This is a bit more snap aim, as you can see already. It's like an alt map, alt BPM, nothing weird. I promise. 120 BPM. It's just snap aim. Yeah. There's no like tapping or anything. Some slider jumps. That's about it.
You know what I'm gonna say?
Yeah.
This is under 240 BPM. I think that some people are gonna be single tapping this,
Oh yeah.
namely Trumpetino.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Ooh, kick sliders. Get in here. Well, also, this is very much a kind of a, what's called a vibe map almost. You're just kind of sat back, relaxing while you play this. You're not exactly like sweating super hard, and the song is kind of calm, and the map looks pretty fun. So
The song's a banger. Don't want to point out the name of the replayer is referring that this beatmap is actually a mapping commission that someone ordered,
oh
and those are illegal. Don't do those.
yeah, don't do that. You will get banned. Like
You won't get
Fishy
banned,
Fan.
but you shouldn't do it
Well, you could get banned.
if they find out,
Yeah.
which they usually don't.
Now that's a can of worms we should not open. We over here at Swedish Suiji Cup 2 do not encourage mapping commissions of any kind, just to be clear. Getting the legals out of the way.
Indeed.
There's some very kind of chill aim patterns that also do have a little bit of spacing here coming in. Oh,
Oh, it's a triple.
oh, that's a miss. Or a
Slider break?
slider break, yeah. Unfortunate slider break for our secret replayer, who is not so secret because that's you, Chu. Sorry for exposing your identity here to the wide world.
Speaking of exposing, you're being exposed a bit.
Oh yeah? Duvet. No mod 4. Played by No Music Helps. Let's see if that's true. Now
Come
this is
on.
a worrying sign. Oh, Jesus, man. That got me worried for a second. Oh, it has a background video? I downloaded this
You mean a
without a
storyboard?
background. Oh, it might be a storyboard.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. We get a bit of lyrics in the background here. Oh, it's this song.
You didn't know?
It didn't hit me until the map actually started. You know?
I see.
This looks dope. I'm a fan of this. And this is, of course, your tech pick. It does have a very slight amount of aim control mixed in with a little bit of sliders, and I feel like it'd be going on a stretch to call this finger control because it really isn't.
Yeah, I would not call this finger control. Some things could trip you up, but I don't really think that's because of the finger control. It's a lot of focus on slider. Well, as much focus that you can get in the star range.
Yeah.
Finding maps that fit this role is not an easy task. Yeah, the map does kind of start here.
Yeah, also don't play with storyboard because that just straight up lagged my game for a second there when we went.
Yeah, do not look bottom right.
Oh. Oh. Guys. Oh. It's also kind of a long map here.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the kind of map that isn't super hard to combo. It's more going to be about whether you can play it comfortably enough to get high AC on it, if you get what I mean.
If you get this if you cheese the sirens, but the opponent doesn't, and you both FC, you're gonna get heavily punished. So
Yeah.
something to keep in mind.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a miss I don't want to see in the matches, guys. That's also one.
oh no.
Don't do that, guys. Oh. Oh.
These slider breaks.
I feel like this is also a vibe map. Oh, here we go. FPS is tanking.
Oh yeah.
I was so confused at first because I don't, I never download maps with background video until I realized it was a storyboard.
Yeah, usually the storyboard, I don't know why, it's not like an optional thing almost, because sometimes it's a lot larger than just a video.
Yeah. This replay is also by Jiuchu, aka no music helps, aka don't do mapping commissions, kids.
We already have 3 different aliases. Or
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, there's gonna be more. Don't you worry. Let's skip that because we don't need the ending cutscene. Now, this is a map. This is ROG Unlimitation, mapped by yours truly, and I don't mean myself, but
Peculiar.
that's Urdu in my tournament, and it's not even a custom. This is just your map, right?
Yeah, I just mapped this. I was going to rank it, but I never bothered. So now it's in here.
Yeah. No
I
mod
want to make
5
it clear,
here.
this is not my idea to pull this.
Yeah, we ain't believing you, buddy.
Alright, alright.
Yeah, I think everyone is pretty familiar with ROG, but what separates your ROG from the one everyone knows?
Okay, well, it's a lot less aim. It's not Circle Size 3 and AR10, and there's a lot more focus on just streams.
Yeah,
Well, as many
longer
streams as I can fit without it being like 7 stars. Well, I can't really say a lot. I made this map to basically farm for myself.
Yeah.
But it never got ranked, so now it's just kind of in limbo.
Yeah, I just kind of knew it was just based off of the like longer streams, because that's more up your alley if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Than like finger control.
That's some goofy patterns.
Yeah, hope you can play 220 BPM, guys. And by play, I mean stream 220.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. It's not OD7 like the old one. So you're gonna have to be able to hack it at least a little bit better than OD7, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no double tapping allowed in here. The fun police has arrived. ROG is also kind of a good song.
Yeah. A fun fact about this song is that the MP3 I'm using right now may be an unofficial cut, but I'm not really sure.
No one actually
it's
knows.
the old one.
Oh.
I've heard a longer version.
I see. Oh well, that was Nomad 5, replay by Chloe, also known as a Red Z on O's. Now this is a replay on Nomad 6. I don't like that it made that sound. Is that the wrong one?
Yeah, well... No, this is the right one, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's not. I thought I got like a message on this.
Yeah, that's scary. I always get a little bit worried when it sounds like that because it sounds like it updates. Anyhow, Nomad 6 Wafer Map played by Pompeyevag, who removed his sign-up specifically to playtest the low AR stuff for us.
Thank you to him.
Yeah, bit of a goat move, I'd say.
Yeah.
Definitely plus rep, respect, wholesome moment, and all that. Now, what are we looking at here?
As you probably can tell already by looking at it, it's kind of lower AR, a lot denser than normally. It is a wafer map, but if you know like what wafer is known for, this is probably not what you're expecting. I don't know, I can't really. It's not a lot to say. It's just I want to say a normal map, but maybe it's not. On lower AR, but that's kind of what it feels like. There's some linear aim, some 1/3s, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this feels like if I tried to play a map on easy, but I sucked too much at the game, so I turned the AR up, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. We're trying to dip our toes into reading,
Yeah,
while still keeping it manageable for the current pool.
Yeah, for sure. This is not a super scary map, but patterns like these would probably trip some people up. You can't cheese them, but I'd say like snapping these is really good because it allows you to actually. How should I even say it? Like, if you're trying to cheese them, you'll more easily lose track of where you are in the pattern, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, look at him go. Some tips from the goat himself, the reading goat. I did see you play some easy today. Don't lie.
Oh. But yeah, I feel like this requires you to be able to read the AR, and that's kind of a given for a lot of things in the game, of course. This is only, what, AR 8.2? But
Yep.
if you're not used to playing this, it's going to be a little bit tricky, because I can imagine you're going to be aiming way too fast.
This is true.
Oh, Popeye! Looked like a almost rapid trigger moment. But I don't know if Popeye even has rapid triggers. It might have been just a misclick. Read it as a triple?
Stuff happens. Goes to show, even if you do misread a thing or two, you won't get punished too severely.
Yeah. Oh. It's not insanely dense either, since it's what, like 140 BPM, 150-ish, something like that.
Yeah, I don't really know what it is.
Or
it's
actually, yeah.
72 BPM, but it's in 1/3, so it's like.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think it's 210 roughly.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I take back my statement. After looking at the map again, it's definitely not 150. Also a vibe map. You guys are doing good on the song so far.
Hopefully, we can keep that up.
Surely. 400 spin. Oh, we dropped it. FC from Pompeii, Vag. Let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you for the replay, Pompeii. We move on to Hidden One. If I can actually... There we go. Fuga. Now, this is one of the best songs in the game as far as I'm concerned.
I'd have to agree.
Like, this is such an insanely good song. So, once again, a giant W coming out from the pooling team here. And I say team, but you're two people.
Let's go, pulling team.
Let's go, pooling team. Yes, man. Now, what's this? What kind of awesome is this?
What can Well, this is as far as I'm concerned, a fairly normal map. Well, not really, maybe. It's AR 9.3 on hidden, so it's not like you're playing AR hidden on this. I don't know. It's YFBMP if that says anything. So it's kind of a bit more tricky, but it's a bit more on the normal side of their maps.
Yeah. This song is usually found, like, if we were to speak, like, very traditionally, would be found in Hidden 3, for example. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is a lot more, let's say, not super aim control-y and flowy. That's doubles. Oh.
Oh. Yeah, don't sight read this.
Yeah.
Well,
you could
unless
probably.
you're a few people. Yeah. Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
It has some spacing variety on some jumps, so rhythms could mess you up. Like we're watching in the replay.
Yeah. This is the kind of map that definitely does get easier the more you play it, and also the more you actually listen to the song. As is the case with a lot of Hidden, but
Yeah.
you know. Replay once again by Red Sea, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Maybe they have name changed to Chloe, I'm not sure. Or it's just the name they
I think it's
submitted.
just the display name. I'm pretty sure Chloe's like a really old mapper. Yeah. Wait, is there? I don't know if they're a mapper actually. I could just be lying.
Red Sea
No,
is named
I was
Chloe.
right. I was right.
Yeah, well, maybe.
I thought you
well.
meant on the Osu. Wait.
No, the replayer,
Okay,
Red Sea,
my bad.
also known as Chloe. It's fine.
Yeah, I thought you meant like yeah. My bad.
No, you're good. I'll even let you have a donut because we're gonna move on to Bad End Donuts, or Hard Rock 1. You might notice that there is no Hidden 2. No, what are we gonna do?
What?
Of course, as all of you should be aware of, the hidden pool is greatly reduced due to, well, the fact that everything is hidden optional. So we're gonna be keeping our hidden picks very special, you know? Make sure they absolutely.
There's gonna be
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was gonna point out that there does become more hidden slots later stages. We do add like a hidden 2, for example.
Yeah. But you can be rest assured that hidden maps, the few hidden maps that we do have, are actually going to be testing hidden, if that makes sense. Testing skill sets that definitely do get harder on hidden.
Yeah.
Now, this looks very vanilla. Or very vanilla, I say, but not very offensive in any way.
No, I'd have to agree with you. This is a pretty normal Hard Rock 1. Kind of like what you'd expect.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. Just the mechanics on Hard Rock.
Also a good song.
That is true. It's pretty good.
I know from experience that when you're starting out Hard Rock and you're not completely comfortable on it, I think a couple of these patterns are going to be a little scary, namely like the 1/3 there, and like that, for example. Anything that isn't like 1/2s or 4ths and just simple bursts can be a little scary if you're not able to read it properly. But if you can't, you do have hidden to save you.
That is true. But I don't know. Maybe there's people out there like me who just hate hidden and can't play it.
Oh yeah, there definitely are. I'm one of them. I would go no hidden on this, surprisingly.
really sad at the lack of donut sliders in this map.
You're so right, actually. You could even make like sliders that look like the background donuts.
Yeah, he has so many shapes to pick from.
Yeah.
What can you do?
I think we need to replace the map, I'm sorry.
Emergency replacement.
One miss near the end for poor old Keep Donutting here, also known as Yuchu, also known as No Music Helps, also known as Don't Do Mapping Commissions, kids. That was a mouthful. We're going to be moving on to Hard Rock 2, which I want to make sure that it's actually the right one, so I don't, yeah. Another alien. Insanes in the pool, ZZZZ. This is the Grand CS of 6.5.
Yeah, the usual. Nothing. No Suijification 7 yet. Or?
Or?
Who
Dude,
knows?
they're not going to be ready for DT1.
You're not supposed to leak that.
Oh, my bad. Anyhow, this is, as evident by the smaller circles on your screen, more towards precision, of course. Now, at this star rating, I feel like the precision isn't going to be super difficult.
Yeah, it has some tricky patterns, but there's nothing too crazy.
Now, would you say that it embodies precision as a whole? Like, do you get what I
feel
mean
like that's
by that?
a
That's a very broad statement. Let me rephrase it. Do you think that this is a precision map, period? Or is this just a map that is 6.5?
Oh, well, I feel like I'm really bad at that. I'm not the person to say. I'd say it's definitely leaning more towards that than just a map that's Suijification 6.5.
Yeah, I feel like I'd agree
But
with you.
it does have some like flowing, but there's a lot of like jobs that are pretty big. So it's not just like some stream map on 6.5.
Yeah. No, there's definitely
Going to have to be able to play it.
more towards precision. Crazy how you pulled a stream map in Hard Rock 2. What are you doing, guys?
No.
No! Get out of here, man.
The 140 BPM stream map with 5 notes.
Nomad 2 is staring at you right now.
Oh.
Oh. Well, that was Hard Rock 2, replayed by, once again, Jiuchu. I'm not going to say all of the names
No,
again.
no, okay.
Because that would leave me disabled for a while. Now, I feel like this is interesting, because here comes DT1.
Oh yeah.
And one thing I will say right off the bat is that this is 10.2.
Yep.
In a fairly low SR pool. And that is completely intentional. Why?
Well, I couldn't really tell you exactly why, but this map is a bit on the faster side. It's like an alt map, so you can almost call it double BPM. I feel like that's, I don't know. It's not like 10.3 on like a really low BPM though. Even though it is 180, it's like in the alt style, as you can see.
Yeah.
So there's a bit more density to it than just, I don't know, your typical maybe like AR 10.3 reading test.
Yeah. One thing that we should mention, of course, once again, we're beating the dead horse here, but it is optional hidden. So if you're struggling with AR, hidden might be a good idea. And I feel like it's pretty nice because it does allow us to go into higher AR earlier.
Yeah. Like we have here, kind of.
Yeah. Exactly. Just looked like a very fun map. This kind of stuff is very fun to play. Like TT alt.
Oh yeah. I agree. I love this kind of stuff. Even though I don't really play the game anymore, I occasionally hop in and play some of this.
Didn't you play like 3 days ago?
We'll play and play. I hop in, play like one map, but you know, I don't really
Play
in
Rogue
that sort of
League.
way. Yeah, as you do.
As you do. Also, some pretty nice song variety here.
Yeah, some English pop. I don't really want to comment on how old it is, but I'd have to guess it's a bit older.
Tilan, could you tell us?
Did you hear this on the radio when you were young?
It's not old. Okay,
Oh.
okay, man. 2016? Yeah, that's not very old. Does sound
Yeah,
like it
that's
would
pretty
be
recent.
older, honestly. Well, that was DT1 by, once again, Chloe Redsea. I'm going to call you Redsea until you tell me to do otherwise. Let's see if this replay works. Yes! Extend dash.
Woohoo! I don't even remember what the problem was with the replay.
It was a kind of, the map got ranked like, it was a while ago, but this has been a DT map for a while in this story.
Yeah.
And everyone says it. Finding tapping maps in DT at this SR, your options are either find someone to make a custom or take something that has been used a couple of times.
Yeah, well, that's going to happen. So we're kind of sorry about that, but there's not a lot to be done about it.
Yeah.
Unless you want to custom map it yourself, which neither of us did.
Yeah, I know. I heard you were talking about it at some point.
Yeah, I've been considering it. Just because it's so, like, it's both infuriating and, like, hard to do it. I don't know. It's not for me to find those, like, these sorts of maps.
Yeah,
We had to settle with this one.
for sure. And while we've been talking about the difficulties of finding maps like this, the map is almost over. It's a TV-sized map. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds of 234 BPM tapping. And I imagine if you're somewhat alright at tapping, this should not be an issue at all.
Yeah, there's essentially no spacing. It's just streams, some bursts, occasionally some doubles like finger control, like it is showing right here.
Yeah.
Nothing too insane, hopefully.
It's an FC by Redsea once again, who had to do this replay if you look at the timestamp. Kind of late because the replay didn't work, unfortunately. Moving on to DT3, because yes, we do have 3 DTs and 6 nomads starting off. Caseta. A map by Alain, sorry.
Yeah.
Now what's this? What kind of... I won't say it. What is this?
What kind of awesome is this? Well,
What kind of awesome is
I
this?
guess this is kind of almost in your more traditional DT1 of just being like 260, 270, like, well, this is 255, I think. Just aim consistency, not AR9, but still like testing some tapping, as you can see
Yeah.
here with the quads, some of the triples.
You know what
Or
this
points.
reminds me of? Or this looks a little bit, and I imagine plays a little, well, differently, but this looks like if you took Nomad 3 and put a bit of burst in there and turned up the AR, if you get what I mean.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah, some patterns are a little bit similar, but I imagine it plays very differently. Because it is a lot
Yeah.
faster, and also bursts and AR. But AR is very comfortable, 9.7. I'd say if anything, it's on the lower end.
It's almost kind of dense for this BPM, but
Yeah.
I feel like AR8 DT is like the bread and butter for most players.
Yeah, for a lot of people, that's going to be very comfortable. Also a very short and sweet map. If you want to speed run your match, make sure to play all the DTs because they're the shortest ones in the pool, with the exception of Hidden One. This is the second to last map because we have one more, namely our tiebreaker. Aortic pressure valve.
Something about biology.
Something about biology, correct. Now this is, I will put a disclaimer out there right now. This map got updated 2 days ago. This is the current version. There was the guy is pushing it to ranked currently, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, he did
right?
update it.
Yeah.
And then Spinks had to play it again 20 minutes before the showcase.
Yeah. Well, I will say though that we have nicely asked the mapper if he can hold off on making any updates until next week. Tiebreakers are free mod. Now, the interesting thing here is that Hidden does actually give a multiplier on Tiebreaker. And this is entirely intentional. I made that change before Forum Post even came out, so...
Something to keep in mind.
Yeah, if you can play Hidden, and you go to Tiebreaker, you could score yourself a couple of extra points. Oh, a bit of cursor dance coming in here. What would you say that this is, map-wise? Like, what does this lean into for a tiebreaker?
I must confess I have not looked at this map particularly much. I've seen like basically up to here.
Oh.
Where I saw it being a bit more... that's kind of my fault, but it did get changed a bit, so... I don't know, I wasn't in charge of this one.
That's fine.
As we can see it's a bit like...
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, this is funky. Let's go.
It does, it does switch up a bit. The song kind of allows for something like this where it kind of becomes a bit wacky.
Holy shit, this is awesome. That's awesome. Gotta call Lightning Fox to get in on that rhythm part. Big fan, actually.
Yeah, it does look really decent so far.
Get a little bit of a break near the middle there. This is kind of like the kind of chill part that is a little bit deceiving, because this doesn't look very hard on the surface, but you know,
There's some missed potential.
Yeah, you actually gotta aim the burst properly, because I just know myself, and I would totally be very lazy and just try to flow every pattern here, and that would definitely cause me to miss.
This doesn't look like it's signal size 4, I could be wrong though, so there's probably a bit of leniency within the streams.
Yeah, 3.6.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, basically signal size 4 then, but
yeah,
not really, I don't know.
Well, you know. It's an interesting song too.
Yeah, I have no idea what genre this is, but I kinda dig it. That had like random ass section where the song just completely switched up. Really funny.
Genre electronic. Oh, really now?
Oh.
Definitely very heavy on consistency though. Orb
Orb
core.
core. Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Dude, I'm pondering my orb right now playing this map.
Some wizardry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can definitely see the orb core shining through in this part, in the rhythm section. Look at the ack on Spinks too. It's pretty good.
Yeah. This would be a really good score. Unfortunately, he did slider break
Yeah, and he
on
does
some
miss,
random
right?
ribbon parts.
I think he
I
misses.
don't remember the replay details that much.
He gets 608k, but I don't remember if he misses. I think we saw an A rank earlier.
It looks like yeah, it looks like he breaks because this is aiming more towards like 650, I think.
Oh yeah, trips up on the
yeah.
rhythm. This is some funky ass rhythm. This is awesome.
No new combos.
Yeah,
really.
no new combos. That's awesome. It's peak.
Oh, not spinning? Are
Not
you even
spinning?
trying? Come on.
He doesn't need to try. He's not playing in a tournament. You guys gotta make sure to spin though. That is it for now. We have gotten through the Suijification, we have gotten through the map pool, and all that is left is for me to put stuff on sheet, which I will do after this showcase. It might take a second, but I'll make sure to do it as fast as possible. Yeah, one big word of advice is to get together with your team as soon as possible. Due to the fact that people have to be present for every match, like every player has to play at least one map per match. You have to find a time that works for all of you. I'll make sure to put out some defaults as soon as possible so you can get to scheduling if that's needed. Um, and yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you, HFig, for coming in here despite the urge to play Silk Song instead.
Yeah, what can you do?
What can you do? It is what it is. We'll see you guys around. I'll update or upload the VOD on Osu Sweden YouTube channel.